Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Folks, remember when I finally reached part 100 of this walkthrough and I was standing just about over there and I somewhat celebrated the fact that I had reached that point at the 1 year anniversary of this game's launch. I was celebrating the fact that I was powering through the game, and I emphasized the fact that I didn't want this whole endeavor to linger on and that I wanted to wrap up this project in a much faster time than it took me to complete the entirety of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which took me 2 years and 1.5 years respectively. And now, here we are, another half a year after Part 100 came out, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. I guess that whenever I play a Zelda game for my channel and I choose to complete it to 100% completion, I'm just destined to have a dozen other things going on, including projects, other real-life work, and sadly, in this case, health problems. But hey, I'm now on the home stretch of finally completing this game. There's not much left to do, so let's get to it. In the previous part of this walkthrough, I finally found the 5th Sage, a big main quest story beat in case you were unfamiliar, and in the process, I gained some extra power, which I can use to be more prepared for when I finally battle against King Ganon in the near future. Hopefully, near future. And that brings us to now. I'm back at Lookout Landing, ready to clear all of the side quests that exist here, because part of the 100% completion criteria for completing this game is doing all of the side quests. So I figured I may as well come back here, a point that you can access basically at the beginning of the game. So that means that I'm expecting some of these side quests to be completable immediately, and to have 1 or 2 other side quests that will be probably tedious. And I hope that I'm simultaneously both correct and incorrect, but hopefully they're more straightforward. But let's see what we've got here, In this part of my Tears of the Kingdom walkthrough, I'm clearing all the side quests of Lookout Landing, and there will be timestamps in the description below in case you wish to see me complete a specific side quest. So let's go ahead and do our first one here. Hello, Burmano. For today's menu, we have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yep, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma. Is the side quest really as simple as, you want me to give you an apple? Okay, so we are approaching what I was hoping would be very short and straightforward side quest, which is awesome. But I'll showcase a way to actually do the side quest. That is to say, I definitely have apples on my person. I have explored the entirety of Hyrule and filled in the map, so I have more than a dozen apples on me. But let's say this is your very first time ever doing this side quest, or let's say you happen to use up all of your apples at this point. I am fairly certain that you can just buy apples from this shop here. At which point, I'm basically just providing Instacart or Uber Eats or something. Get this guy 1 apple. 12 rupees for an apple? When you can just go to any old tree and pluck it off the tree yourself. I could do that. But to showcase the sheer simplicity of this side quest, that's a lot of sibilants. But in order to showcase how straightforward the side quest is, I went and purchased an apple from the top. This guy could have gone upstairs and done it himself, but I'm not gonna call him lazy because I get it. If you're in a kitchen and someone's like, hey, can you pass me the vinegar? I'm not gonna be like, oh, what, you can't reach the vinegar yourself? Like, no, he's in the middle of something. He asked me to do a task, and I'm trying to make this convenient for him. There's a difference between convenience and laziness, and I would not call a chef lazy. I just thought it was amusing that the requirement to fulfill this side quest was so close in proximity. I'm basically going to the equivalent of this area's pantry, grabbing this dude an apple, and then walking it over to him in order to clear this side quest. That's all I basically did. But I'm not complaining. Burning the candle at both ends, Link? I appreciate you taking the time to visit the Monster Control HQ. Recently, Pura asked that we suspend our involvement in the search for Princess Zelda, so we've resumed our primary mission to hunt down the monsters that have been running rampant since the upheaval. We are also overcome with gratitude for the assistance we've received from the Gerudo. All 3 squads are out hunting monsters, gathering information about large monster sightings. All right, squads and expeditions. Do I want to do this? Is this gonna be a side quest or is this like plot stuff? Let me see what the other option is. How about big monsters? I've heard all about, now this is interesting. Stone Talus, Hinox, and Molduga. Now I've obviously fought a fair share of each of these monsters over the course of this walkthrough, and back in Breath of the Wild, there were rewards you got if you defeated all of them. That is something I intend to do in this walkthrough, defeat all of these different classes of monsters. Is this side quest going to have me go and defeat all of them right now? Because that is something I was hoping to do in a later parts, but I suppose I can at least get it started here. I will have designated parts of this walkthrough dedicated to me purely wiping out the entirety of these specific types of monsters. So I'll have one video just for the Hinox, one for the Talus, one for the Molduga. But let me see here. If I enable this, it does mark a specific place in the top right corner. So I don't have to take out all of the stone taluses right now. I just have to take out one specific one. In this case, you want me to defeat the one in the northeastern part of the Hyrule map, and that's fine by me, and it's times like these where I'm glad that I already explored and filled in the entirety of the map. Otherwise, I acknowledge that if you were to come to Lookout Landing and you were to enable this side quest, this would give you a sense of trajectory, or something for you to accomplish over the course of your adventure. That's mainly what side quests are. They derail you from the main plot, or they're things that you can clear just as you're going through the game. I imagine that was the objective that the designers of this game were trying to fulfill, was that you would go along and you would just pick up side quests and side adventures and Koroxys and whatever, just as you were casually playing the game. They did not anticipate that you would just do them in bulk like I am now. I mean, maybe they did, but the point is, I am doing them in bulk. Oh yeah, this is my first time leaving a city since I unlocked Minaru's Vow. So now I've got my own custom robo following me around. That's awesome. I gotta get you some spare parts in due time, because otherwise you just have that one little spike ball on your left arm. We'll get you something better in the future. For now, I need to foolishly navigate myself through the rain and try to scale as few walls as possible. Oh yeah, the Blood Moon's coming. Well, I was gonna say, can I defeat the Stone Talus before the Blood Moon kicks in, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe that's for the better, because I don't want to, immediately eliminate the Stone Talus and then the Blood Moon brings it back to life. That happened while I was fighting a Hinox. I forget which walkthrough part it was, but it's happened before. Let's let the Blood Moon do its course while I ride the back of Minaru here. Alrighty, now that that little blood scare is over, it is time for me to dismount this robot. No, thank you, Minaru. I am more than capable of kicking rocks on my own, thank you. Alright, let's go break some rocks. I'll go break a leg while doing it. Alright, this looks like the correct spot. You look like a Talus. Yeah, and I don't believe that I battled this one previously. I don't know if I've been in this, proper location. Otherwise, obviously I warped over to the nearby shrine, but otherwise, haven't really been exactly right here. And we'll do the pulverizer. That's what it's for, right? We'll go ahead and ascend through you. I'm glad this is a mechanic in the game. Although I suppose if it was Breath of the Wild, I'd be using, stasis or something. So each game has its cheese. This one's just better at making me a cheater. Or a cheddar. See, I don't know what happened. That Blood Moon happened, and now it's just all punny all of a sudden. That's what a full moon will do to you. Rots the brain out. All right, there you go. Boom, 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 boom. See, easy peasy once you got a pulverizer. There, pulverize. Shattered that rock. You want to drop some gemstones? Yeah. See, we got an opal and ruby. Thank you. And then I suppose the ambers are nice too. And I got the soldier's broadsword, so I could fuse this stone talus heart. So this little sword. All right, great. Easy peasy. And now you're telling me to go back to Lookout Landing. See, I love it when side quests do this. They tell you where to go, and then you do the thing, and then they tell you to go back. They don't just highlight the person that gave it to you. Love it. Well, if the side quests in Lookout Landing are anything like the previous two side quests that I've done, or soon to be previous two side quests that I've done up to this point, then doing all the side quests in this area should be easy. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping I can just power through this and put these side quests behind me and be one step closer toward finally completing the game. I mean, I imagine the side quests here in Lookout Landing are intended to be tutorial-esque anyway, because this ideally would be the first place that you'd visit after jumping off of the sky. It was the first place I visited. So the side quests that you do here that would be accessible at the beginning of the game should therefore be beginner-friendly and kind of teach you aspects of the game. That first side quest I did where I got the apple, I mean, that side quest is just basically teaching you what a side quest is, and it kind of teaches you the basics of cooking, I guess, or doing a fetch quest if nothing else. And then this side quest is like, all right, go slay a monster. Okay, so I beat the Stone Talus. There you go. I hunted something. Do you see? I have its heart on my sword. Otherwise, what other proof would you need? I didn't get a picture. If I just said I beat it, are you just like, oh, okay, I guess he said he beat it. Here's his reward. Oh no, he's checking? Okay, very good. I guess we don't just accept word of mouth around here, but that's fair enough. Okay, the latest report confirms it. Fair enough. To defeat such a formidable monster, well, that's the stuff legends are made of, and to do so single-handedly. No, I definitely used both of my hands. I used a two-handed weapon with my pulverizer. But yes, thank you nonetheless. I've got a woo, silver rupee. I should have done this side quest a long time ago. Now I've got the proper rupage. But alright, that is just one monster, and therefore that is just one side quest. I believe he had 2 other options available for me. So let's see, if it's just going to be the one monster, then I'm absolutely okay just knocking out all these side quests right now. So, let's go ahead and do the Hinox. Recently, there were some travelers passing by Trilby Plain near Woodland Stable in Northeast Hyrule Field. Their intel confirmed a sighting of a Hinox in the area. Hinox are huge, one-eyed beasts. They are incredibly strong, so strong, in fact, that they wield trees as weapons. I forgot that they could do that. That just doesn't happen very often, and I just recall fighting them in more open spaces or in caves. But here you go. Wanted, Hinox. If it's just the one Hinox, I'll go get it for you. Would you like to ask about the other large monsters? While it would be more time efficient to ask about all of them at once and to have all the side quests enabled at once, I think for organization's sake, I'll just go ahead and take them down one at a time. So, over here at the Trilby Plain, I suppose then that the most efficient method for me to get to that yellow dot would be for me to warp over to the stable first and then travel there on my own 2 feet. Yeah, so these types of side quests, I suppose, are to teach you that there are giant monsters, in case you didn't know about them previously, and to kind of set a trajectory for Lookout Landing. So if you go to Lookout Landing, you start doing these side quests, maybe you haven't explored these parts of the maps yet, so you'll just wander over here. I, however, have explored all these maps, so I can more swiftly and thoroughly eliminate these side quests. Whoa, you know what? I will use this to my advantage. Thank you for that. If I get the high ground, I can glide over there, and that will be faster than running. Oh, just right here, huh? And then there's a lizard that got away, and there's also a star fragment in the distance that is tempting to get, but I must focus on the task at hand. I will have other parts where I will get more star fragments in the future, in due time. But for now, we are at the Woodland Stable. I could get my horse, withdraw it from the stable, and get over to this yellow dot in a more efficient manner, but I don't know how efficient it would be considering the horse would not aid me in the battle, and I would just have to hop off of it 10 seconds afterward anyway. So I imagine by the time I go over to the stable, get to the text boxes, and withdraw my horse, it would just be faster for me to go on my own 2 feet because the destination is right here. Perhaps if it was a little further away from the stable, I could have justified withdrawing my horse, but even then, my horse wouldn't be able to get up here, right? So, whatever. I got it. All right. You ready? I'm just going to go in and basically brute force this. You can go ahead and be a bit more tactical fighting Hinoxes, and there are times, certainly in the past, where I've been more tactical, but there are also plenty of Hinoxes where I've been able to slay them purely by spamming the Y button and just by mashing. Alright, I am a masher, and I'm not afraid to admit it! Oh, didn't quite get a flurry rush, but I didn't take any damage from that. Hooray for backflips, hooray for shields, there you go, hooray for being so powerful at this point of the game that slaying a Hinox is like nothing. And of course, when you defeat a Hinox, you get all sorts of valuable weapons. Let's see, yes, there we go. And you get the Hinox toenails and the Hinox teeth. I'll take that. All right, and then there's gotta be some weapon here I don't need. Yeah, I don't really need the strong Zonite sword. I think I was just carrying that around to be nice. I'll go ahead and take this, thank you. And then there's gotta be some sort of bow I don't need, right? Soldier's bow, I guess, is the weakest, so we'll take the royal bow, thank you. Future-proofing myself, hopefully. And with that, with the Hinox slain, I will now go ahead and return to Lookout Landing, and I will talk to that guy once again, and hopefully he will handsomely reward me with another 100 rupees, which will benefit me for upgrading armor and whatnot in the future. You know, 100 rupees for slaying one of these things. It's easy for me, because I can warp to just about any point on the map. But if you did not have the map fully filled in, then yes, you would have to wander over here. It's not too far away from Lookout Landing. I suppose that's the idea, right? That, you know, it's like, okay, I'll just ride my horse and I'll go along this path and it'll take me like 5 to 10 minutes and then I can warp back. But, you know, because I can just warp there, did the whole thing in like 2 minutes. To me, that's ideal. That's what you want to watch, right? You watch these side quest videos and you're like, I want to see these quick ways to do these side quests. And then you're like, oh God, this video is an hour long. I don't know if I want to watch this. And then you realize it's the compilation of multiple side quests because I feel like that's a little more organized. I could do individual videos for every single side quest and every single side adventure and itty bitty thing, but as an overall walkthrough with commentary, I feel as though, with the way that I prefer to do things, this is the most organized way to do it. So I hunted something, I got you the Hinox, and it looked like it was another Hinox that I hadn't battled previously because it didn't have a star next to its name, or next to its health bar. So thank you for that. Eventually, I will defeat all the stone taluses, and I will defeat all the Hinoxes, and those will be their own designated parts in the near future. But for now, there you go. And that one I did do single-handedly. That one I absolutely just used a single-handed weapon. Just a regular old sword where I mashed the Y button. Thank you for the rupage! Thank you for the silver rupee! Yes, there you go, I'm at 565. All right, just one more to go. And this one is simultaneously the easiest to track down and also the hardest to defeat, technically. But okay, I've heard a number, okay, we'll do the Molduga. I've heard a report saying that a Molduga was discovered in the East Barrens in the Gerudo Desert. Yes, Moldugas will only live in the desert and they live underground, but you'll see them and they'll hear you. So you slay them by luring them out with sounds and then you blow them up. Oh, you already defeated it? Incredible. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so no matter what, there's no rematches in this. I just, coincidentally, never fought that Stone Talus or never fought that Hinox previously. I suppose this makes a little more sense. All of the Moldugas in this game are in one general location, the Gerudo Desert, and I fought them presumably when I was visiting the Gerudo Desert the first time. So I'll have a YouTube card or something in the top right corner that will show me defeating that Molduga for the sake of this side quest, so hopefully that'll be on screen right about now. Oh! And hang on, it looks like I've defeated all the monsters that he wanted me to defeat. 300 more rupees! So you already get 100 for defeating each one individually, and then you get an extra 300 when you defeat them all? What a generous side quest. Oh, and you've got more? You had another red exclamation point above your head that said new monsters. All right, let's see what we got. All right, trouble me for help once again. Just recently we've heard troubling accounts about monsters we've never heard of before. Oh, well, dude, I've got access to the whole map. I'm ready to go. Ah, got it. 3 more monsters, 3 more big boy boss fight monsters that are probably new to this game. You're talking probably about a Flux construct, yes? That was not in Breath of the Wild previously. I guess it's interesting. You would start me off with the Breath of the Wild ones, and then now I can go ahead and fight the Tears of the Kingdom ones. That makes sense, right? Are there 3? It's Flux construct. Oh, 3-headed monster. Okay, so that's going to be the Gleeok. Okay. And here we go, we're going to the sky. Oh, I am so glad that I have access to the entirety of the map, because now I can just immediately go over to this Flux construct. Imagine how obnoxious this would be if I hadn't already explored this part of the map. Now, I've pointed out several times that when you first start this game, the game does try to nudge you in the direction of Foothill Village at first, so it would stand to reason that they would put a Flux construct battle on this side of the map, but otherwise, woo, it is so much easier now that I can just warp here. And for better or for worse, I haven't battled this Flux construct yet, so let's go ahead and knock it out now using the power of a Stone Talus heart. All right. It says it's right here. It's not above me. So is it beneath me? Of course it's beneath me. I'm going to eliminate it immediately. And I guess it makes sense that they would put it on an arena that would be easily accessible. Okay, well, if we're just going to do things this way, I can hopefully shoot it right now. Boom, baby. You thought you could hide this block by keeping it on your lower part of your body, but alas, I still spot it, and so I'm ready to go ahead and eliminate it. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, I can't even get its health bar to show up. There we go. Now that the health bar has shown up, you can see that I've already knocked out about 80% of its health. Excellent. Oh, hang on, we're gonna deconstruct you. Deconstruct the Flux construct. All right. Yeah, this whole part's in flux, isn't it? There you go. Woo, good shot. Good shot hitting it with that arrow, but don't worry, I got it from here. My Stone Talus hammer is badly damaged. That's okay. It helped me slay a Hinox and a Flux construct. Here, I'll even trade it off. I just got another weapon from that Hinox, didn't I? So we can go ahead and put it on the Royal Halberd. We'll go ahead and fuse that. Boom. All right. And then I suppose if I want to make room, I could go ahead and just toss this away. Like, yeah, I've got one more good hit out of it, but I don't really need it. Boom. All right, there you go. And what was inside this treasure chest that I never accessed previously, An old map! That's what I was hoping it was, and hopefully it's an item that I have not yet obtained. I mean, pros and cons if it is something I've already obtained. No, it's something I haven't obtained. All right, then I will go ahead and get to that in a future part. There will be a designated part to me going into the depths and getting all of the treasure chests that I have not yet obtained, but for now, we are focusing on the side quests of Lookout Landing, so let's go back to base. Back to base. All right, and then we'll go ahead and have him assign me another monster. It seemed like the next one was a Gleeok. What's the third one that it would be? It wouldn't be a Lionel, 1, because Lionels are already in Breath of the Wild, and 2, they don't have, like, boss fight health bars. What would the third one be? I need to see what the hint was. It'll be obvious once I see it, but I know Gleeoks and Flux constructs are the new ones, and I'm more than willing to slay a bunch of those. They give me nice rewards, and I'm so powerful at this point of the game with all this health and all this stamina and all this access to powerful weapons that knocking out all these side quests, easy. It was a pain when I was trying to knock out all those Gerudo Town side quests back in the day, but now that that's behind me, I'm good to go. All right, see the time for you to visit the Monster Control HQ. Puro asked that we suspend our involvement with literature from Princess Zelda. Okay, running rampant since the upheaval. We also have overcome with gratitude since we've received assistance from the Gerudo. All 3 squads are looking for identified monster sightings. They've been sharing updates with us. I have hunted something! I guess it really is a tutorial-esque side quest because that monster was a bunch of squares, meaning that beating him was for squares. But there you go. Unusual giant in the clouds was taken down. It's referred to as a Flux construct, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. I guess I could be fighting another type of Flux construct, different variant. Well, no, it didn't make me fight other variants of Hinoxes. Silver rupee, well, that's okay. The important thing is that I am getting paid those stacks. I love it, thank you. Boom. That's the actual important things that the side quest is knocked out, because there are a finite amount of side quests in this game, and I will see to it that I complete them all. All right, what other unusual monsters do you have? The three-headed oh, I don't know what the huge silhouette would be. All right. Ah, yes! The Bridge of Hylia! That's right, that's the Gleeok that I never actually took down. I always intentionally avoided it, or ran straight through it and hoped to not battle it. But yeah, that big old bridge there above the lake, that had a Gleeok on it this whole time, and I just never fought it. Okay. I suppose the huge silhouette could be that other type of, like, King Gleeok. But for now, let's go ahead and go to the bridge. Yeah! All right, this is a battle I've been waiting for. So, the most efficient method for me to get there would be for me to actually drop in from the top. And I suppose if I'm gonna drop in from the top, I guess it's gonna be from the Room of Awakening, interestingly. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the game. This whole part is about things coming full circle. You know, the side quests and Lookout Landing were like tutorial-esque. Now I'm going all over the map, so now I'm utilizing my access to these various points on the map to be able to easily access all of these other monsters that I then have to slay. So we'll go back to the Room of Awakening. It's been a long, well, it has and hasn't been a long time since I've been here. I've been playing this game infrequently. Oftentimes it would take a month or two between parts to record again. But otherwise, I was here not too long ago to increase my battery cells by trading in crystallized charges. And then I was back here at the beginning to do that one side quest where I had to glide around and not touch the floor. This did not bring me to the top. That's not quite what I wanted. Okay. But yes, it still looks like the room in which I awoke to an extent. To think that this whole journey started a year and a half ago. Wasn't supposed to take that long. Oh, but it's bright and sunny now. That I like. That's that good lighting. That makes everything warm colored. All right, so we're gonna go toward the yellow circle then. It does definitely demonstrate some growth. It shows my understanding of the game has improved to an extent and that I have grown more powerful as a player. All right, we just gotta glide over the bridge. We're not gonna land on the water. That would be counterintuitive. But I gotta think this was the most efficient method to get here, right? Because if I warped over to that nearby shrine, that kind of puts me... Well, that one was underground or something, wasn't it? So that's really not a great way to get out of here. I think I had to go up and over. I guess I could have warped to a shrine that was north or south of the bridge and then rode a horse over here, but nah. I think this is more exciting! This game celebrates the sky, or being able to access it, does it not? So let's go ahead and capitalize on that opportunity, and then I will slay this beast. This three-headed elemental beast. I got you. All right, hang on. Tulin, I think I'm ready to go. I might use one more gust of wind. I can't tell if I'm slightly moving forward. I'm holding up. But even if my trajectory is not perfectly aligned, this is still sufficient enough. I also just remember that I could dive. That was newly added into Tears of the Kingdom, and it wasn't in Breath of the Wild, so I may as well go ahead and capitalize on that opportunity as well. Okay, here we go. We're moving. Okay, so I'm not perfectly aligned. I could use one more gust of wind in just a second, but the important thing is that I do want to hit this beast on the way down, because the best way to defeat this beast is with proper timing and arrows. Here we go. And then if I use like ice fruit, is that going to be super effective? Is that a weakness to you? There you go. Whether it is or it isn't, I've got plenty of them. I can always get more as long as I hit you folks in the eyes at all. Oh, dang. Dang, I took some fall damage and I broke my bow. That is just a terrible combination of things to happen. All right, one more head to go. All right, and darn it. You give me like 2 seconds to aim. The most efficient way to take these things out would be with Keese eyeballs, but I would like to hang on to those going forward because I need those to upgrade pieces of armor. Okay, here we go. There we go. Am I hitting it? Why am I locking up? I'm locking onto every head that's not the one in front of me. Also, I might not even have a weapon in front of me. Here we go. Boom. Get that pulverizer back out. Let's deal some damage. Thank you. Thank you, Riju, for also dealing some damage to it. Okay, let's back away. Let's hit let's hit those eyes before it blows me back again. There we go. Again, Keese eyeballs will force it to automatically lock on. But, let's see. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. Oh, wait, what? That wasn't it? All right, once more with feeling. Once more with feeling. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now that's down on the ground. Now we go slamming. Here we go. I acknowledge I could use a more powerful weapon with a more powerful fusion, but this will get the job done. Oh, don't knock me off the bridge now. You blow me over, that's one thing. I just don't want you to knock me off the bridge because that's just gonna be so inconvenient. But all right, I'm glad I could at least finally battle you, or at least finally have an excuse to do so. Otherwise, I definitely would have skipped over this fight over and over again until it was finally time to defeat every Gleeok in the game. All right, here we go. And when that time comes, I'll be well stocked on Keese eyeballs to more efficiently do these fights. But for now, okay, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we keep going. All right, yeah, I should have known that was gonna happen. All right, from one pulverizer to another, let's get it. Here we go. Yeah, this one's not as strong, but it will hopefully still get the job done. There you go, here you go. Yes, very good. All right, what are we thinking? 2 more cycles of that? Hopefully no more than 2 cycles of that. Hopefully I can actually aim with these. Come on. I'm using a Lionel bow so that when it splits the arrows, hopefully I have a decent chance of actually having one of them hit the eyes. There we go, that works. And it does decent damage as well. Frankly, I'm probably dealing more damage with these bows than I am with the weapons, but that's fine by me. I'll fight more Lionels in the future too, but I don't think there's any side quests dedicated to... I'm okay. I'm okay. As I was saying, I don't think there's any side quest designated to defeating every Lionel in the game because they don't have a boss health bar like these Gleeoks do. They're just a pain to fight. Do not do that. Don't. Come on, Link. Stick to the wall. Oh yeah, okay, so we're in that final phase of the fight where I gotta like go up and eliminate it somehow, but I can't do that without a gust of wind. So hopefully it'll provide a gust of wind by, this attack. All right, hopefully I don't have to use food to heal up. I can't even see it. I know you're around here. Why am I just getting the worst camera angle at every time? Ah! Okay, I'm fine. Now I got that slow-mo aim, all right? Boom. Where I move at normal speed, where everything else moves at slower speed. All right, I'm going down to get you. Oh yeah, you take fall damage. Well, I love that. Here we go, boom. We're wrapping this up. Okay, I'm gonna get it right here. We're gonna get it right here. Come on, hurry up, everyone, whack it. That includes you, Minoru. No, don't let it get back up. Come on, it can die to chip damage. Come on, come on. No, freak, don't make me do that again. I don't want to consume food in the middle of this fight. Yeah, right in the tail. There we go, that'll do it. Some would argue that its eyes are its weak point. I argue it's secretly the tail. Okay, not really, but I do like that one little itty bitty arrow to the tail was enough to cause this being to fall from the sky and fall from grace. All right, Gleeoks. I could have done that fight a little more thoroughly, but otherwise they are probably the most painful enemy to fight amongst the enemies that I've fought so far. Moldugas can be a pain, but Hinoxes and Taluses are so easy to fight because it's so easy to dodge all of their attacks. Gleeoks, I mean, they just kind of go non-stop and they got multiple segments to them, and they're definitely a newer, more aggressive type of enemy added to this game. But hey, I did it. All right, I slayed that Gleeok. Finally, I went back to the bridge and I took it down, and then whenever another blood moon happens, that enemy will respawn and I might take it on again. Eventually, I will defeat every Stone Talus, every Hinox. I probably already defeated all the Moldugas, but I'll also defeat every Flux Construct, every Gleeok, and every one of these shadowy figures that this guy is about to mention, if I haven't done so already. All right, I will do all of that. Those will have designated parts in the future. Each monster will have its own designated part. But let's focus on the now. So, I defeated that Gleeok. That's the one that cooked me the most so far, but I still came through because I'm such an overpowered mess with all of these hearts and weapons that I currently possess. So there you go. Go ahead and check out that bridge. It should be safe right now. It does say the 3-headed monster was taken down. It's referred to as a Gleeok, unless I'm mistaken. To defeat such an uncanny beast, well, that's the stuff legends are made of, and to do so single-handedly, I think nothing less than a swordsman. It's not much, but I got a reward for your valor. Woo, 100 rupees! I mean, I'll gladly take it, but to say that all of these beasts are equal in strength is a bit of a misconception if you're just going to pay me the same rate for all of them. That one hurt the most. But okay, one more monster to go. All right, and then let's see. So what is the huge silhouette monster control members have reported survey in the depths? You have a map handy? In the depths? Oh, you're talking about a Frox, or like what is it called? A Glock. I'm pretty sure it's just called a Frox. genuinely forgot those enemies existed in the game. That's what happens when you don't play this game consistently. But yeah, they're in the depths. Didn't even think that would be an option. Yes, that is absolutely a new enemy in Tears of the Kingdom that was not previously accessible in Breath of the Wild. And if I haven't defeated that one previously, I'll take it out now. But it looks like I did already battle it. In which case, whichever video I did battle it in will now be linked on the screen via a YouTube card. There you go. All right, and another 100 rupees for the trouble that I already did in the past. Good job, past me. Huzzah. See? My previous problems already averted. Fought that beast previously. Hopefully future me remembers to put a YouTube card here. All right, that's all of them. That's all of the new Tears of the Kingdom, like, boss type enemies. Huzzah, and I get a diamond? I'll take that. Now, I could sell that for even more than 100 rupees, but those diamonds are hard to come by, and at this point, I know I'm gonna need so many gemstones to upgrade equipment that I think it's in my best interest to actually hang on to that. And then I acknowledge that talking to this guy can probably set me off on some other side adventures, but as far as the side quests of Lookout Landing are concerned, his red exclamation point is gone. He probably could set me off on other plot-related things, and he'll tell me, like, where other characters are. That's fine and all, and maybe I'll cross the paths of those characters in the future, but for right now, I'm focused on doing the side quests of this village. I'm focused on talking to any character that has a red exclamation point beside their name, and I'm trying to clear all the side quests so that those red exclamation points will disappear. So if there's not a red exclamation point there anymore, then I'm good. We're gonna move on and see if there's anyone up top that may potentially have a side quest for old Linky here. All right, anyone else? I know that I may have cleared 1 or 2 side quests here in the past, but let's see what else we got here. All right, treasure. Oh, yep, see? That red exclamation points, we're gonna see to it that all of those here on Lookout Landing are gone before I complete this part. Based on your stature physique, you must be Link, am I right? Pyrrha has told me so much about you. Oh, good things, I hope. I'm Wordsworth, my research specialty is Ancient Hyrulean. And by Ancient Hyrulean, I don't mean the text found in the Ring Ruins, but something different. It's what we call the language used at the time of Hyrule's founding. Traces of it are still present today. You see the difference, I trust? Oh yeah? You want to talk about these? Because I've been seeing these on my advent. Oh, if I can translate the text, it may be key to understanding a moment in time from Ancient Hyrule. I can translate this from Ancient Hyrulean, but my notes are back at the research lab in Kakariko Village, so I'll be heading there to check this text against my notes to proceed with the translation. I've already copied down what's inscribed here, so I'll be getting back to the village. If that piques your interest, you should come to Kakariko Village so I can share what I've translated so far. This inscription has tremendous archaeological value. It's a bridge connecting us to the distant past. I aim to unravel its mysteries, and the sooner I get started, the better. Yeah, are we finally going to deal with these? Because I've definitely been seeing these over the course of my adventure. I don't know how many there are, but if you want to do this, technically this is a Kakariko Village side quest, but I suppose it couldn't get started unless I talk to a guy here in Lookout Landing. And, you know, we're okay on time, so I can go ahead and knock out the side quest now. Sure, why the heck not? Because this way, once this side quest is knocked out, it's knocked out forever. I don't have to think about it ever again. All right? If there's only like 1 or 2 more side quests to do in Lookout Landing anyway, why not add this one to it? I might have already knocked out 1 or 2 side quests in Lookout Landing in the past, so I can make up for that by knocking out 1 or 2 side quests that would be started or finished in other cities as well. So back to Kakariko Village. Once again, huzzah. So glad I have full access to the map. This is why I implore you all to explore the map first, get everything filled in so you have accessible traversal points so you can do all of these side quests with ease in the future. That's the best thing you can do, is have access to everything first. What's up? Oh, are you okay? I'm Link. This is my home, or rather, it used to be. It was partially destroyed by the falling ruins. I said I didn't care what they did with it and then set off on a journey. Big mistake. I thought they would just remove the rubble. I didn't think they'd go and rebuild a facility here. Sorry you had to see me like that. I was just a little shocked to see my home, transformed like that. What if my home is useful as a place of research for my village? I'm thrilled. I, Kato, am happy to donate my house. Happy to hear it, my good man. All right, let's see what we got here. So, you're not the character. Oh, it must be you. Yep, Wordsworth. Hello. See, this is why it's good to do these side quests in one fell swoop, because I totally would have forgotten your name. Too curious to stay away, huh? Oh, well, there you go. In case it took you a long time to actually fulfill this side quest, he'll actually remind you who he is. That's me, Wordsworth, the ancient Hyrulean guy. Aren't you curious about my findings here, Link? I'm curious about your art skills. That looks pretty good. Have you considered being a storyboard artist? I managed to decipher the inscription on it using the ancient Hyrulean I had in storage at this research lab. Here's what it says. Once held the honore al Chokmaig de King Raru and Queen Sonia, thereafter his sister unto Princess Zelda. Her on this great stand and 12 more with ale, make ye and dite mean time with the royal family. So make your remembrance preserving for the sake whom on whom our hope rest. There's not much to go on, but you can clearly see it had the names of King Raru and Queen Sonia, the founders of Hyrule. Yeah, I saw it said royal family. I can make out some of that based on that translation that you were telling me. I'd be curious to know what the voice acting for that would say. Alright, it certainly seems to be a royal diary left behind the chamberlain of someone of equivalent station. The part that catches my attention is the third name mentioned, Zelda. Oh, yep, this is definitely a lore dump. There's no record of anyone by that name in any of the texts we've unearthed so far, but there's evidence that the name Zelda is much older than the princess. It dates all the way back to Hyrule's founding. Or if you're familiar with the game's plot, it is the same Zelda who went back in time to go to Hyrule's founding, but whatever. Did you notice the number 13 there? That means there are 12 more stone tablets to be found. 12, you say? Well, if these are the things I'm thinking of, I've definitely seen a bunch of these over the course of my adventure in the sky. And they were historically on these kind of flower-shaped platforms. If you happen to find more stone tablets in your travels, try to get some sort of visual, have a nice reward in it. Okay, so I'm gonna go to each of them and take a picture, right? Simple enough. But yeah, okay, and then if I have the side quest marked, it's just gonna mark you, the return point. So that's fine, you're not gonna mark where they actually are on the map, but again, if I'm not mistaken, they're all in the sky and they should all be on these like flower type platforms, and he's saying there's 12 more. Well, let me look around real quickly. Oh, yeah, no, yes, this. They're on these. So if there's 12 more, then I'll do them in batches of 6, yeah? So that's 1. That should be 2, right? It should just be these, and if they're wrong, then I'll remove all of them. But I've been at these for a while trying to wonder what they are, and so if I can finally get this squared away, then great. I did not think that I would be doing this in the video where I'm doing the side quests accessible to me at the beginning of the game, but hey, it really is coming full circle now, isn't it? Is there one over? I'm looking for stars, little flower shapes with flowers with curved petals. No, isolated islands aren't the trick. It has to be those little stars, right? Because there's a couple of them. I'm hoping this finally addresses what I am doing with, oh, there's one like right beside this battle arena. Okay. I'm hoping this finally addresses everything that I need to do with these. Here you go. Okay, that's 5. Is there a 6th one over here? Yes, there is. All right. So I already found 6 of these. I will do these 6 first. I'll try to make my way from left to right, top to bottom. We'll start by going to the one on the top left corner. And if I get near it and I get my camera out and there's like a red exclamation point above it, then that means that I'm doing this side quest properly. And hopefully I can do all of these in one swoop and not have to like take a picture of one and then come back. You know, I'm kind of doing the opposite of what I was saying I should be doing with the side quest involving the slaying of monsters. But the thing is, it is more convenient for me to do this in one fell swoop because 1, I'm traveling to multiple locations, and 2, it's all for one side quest. I'm not enabling multiple side quests at once. This is all for one side quest. So here, I am now going to explore more of the map, going to go ahead and get some extra Zonai charges. You never know, and getting a few more of those could be handy. I could stand to go ahead and do a few more of those gacha machines. Whoa, have I not been over here? Apparently not, because I would have obtained that treasure chest if I was over here previously. Here, hang on. I'm gonna get myself a fairy, because you really never know when you might need one of those. All right, boom, thank you. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and grab this real quickly. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't really do much over here. I guess I just did the shrine and dipped, huh? There you go. A balloon? Well, I like those. Those are good for Ultra Hand, for whenever I do need to access some of these other islands. Oh. Multiple fairies over here, huh? Yeah, I don't think I've really explored this part of the map previously. So I'll grab the fairy, thank you. I'll fish out this chest here. And then, oh, I see what I could do here. I could raise the door and cause the water level to drop. And maybe that's something I'll do in the future, but for now, I'm gonna leave that alone. Flame emitter, aha! See, the flame emitter goes with the balloon. And I might just use both of those things in a moment. For now, I'm gonna go back over here because it seems evident that I haven't been here previously. There we go, extra Zonai charge, that's very good. Okay, and then I gotta get onto there. So, this is where auto build's gonna come into play. Boom, okay, remind me. Okay, I've got a decent amount of stuff, of pieces remaining, but I can reduce that by having a hot air balloon out. There you go. And now we can go ahead and use auto build, and then that will save me how many, like 3? It's a big piece. All right, 3, but whatever, it does save me some. There you go. All right, yeah, I gotta hang on to that zonite. Okay, now we move, okay? And I gotta get over to the red mark. So we are going. Hopefully this is all correct. I'm like starting to doubt myself, but once I get to this first location, that will ensure that I'm on the correct path for going about this side adventure, this side quest. Also, is it below me? Yes, it is. Well, it's a lot easier when things are below me than when they're above me. So here we go. In this game, going down's a lot easier than going up. But in real life, I don't know, descending things is sometimes more difficult than ascending things. It depends, really. But hopefully this is what you're talking about. Yeah, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and get that camera out. Yes, this is it! I can finally see what this is all about. Hopefully that picture will allow the text to be legible. Awesome. All right. Now, hopefully the other concern will be true, that I can go ahead and get all these pictures in one fell swoop. Let's see. Hopefully I don't need this picture. I'll hang on to that one just in case. But there's got to be other stuff in here that I can delete. Presumably a lot of these pictures of weapons. There you go. Okay. I don't want to accidentally delete some photos that I've been meaning to hang on to for a while. And granted, I definitely don't need all of these photos, even the ones that I have been meaning to hang on to. But for right now, we can go ahead and get rid of those. And we can get rid of those. We gotta hang on to those dragon photos, though. I don't know if I'll be able to get some of those again. Okay. And I guess, okay. Oh, I know I just said I want to hang on to these dragon photos, but I can delete that one because I like the second photo that I took. And I gotta get 11 more of these. All right, so that was the red mark. Now we will go to the blue mark, which I imagine will be most easily accessible by going over, I guess, to here. Because on a platform like this, there's that kind of launching block thing that I can use to propel myself forward. So hopefully that will allow me to access this star-shaped island more easily. And once again, this is another prime example as to why it is most beneficial to explore the entirety of the map as quickly as you can, get everything filled in, gain access to easy warping points, and then go ahead and knock out every side quest. I do not regret doing things in the order that I have done. I just regret that it's all taken me so long. Okay, now I need to have this and align myself with the island ahead. So with the blue marker. So I guess I do need to... yeah, like that. Oh, that's it over there, right? Yeah, that's it over there, all right. Cool, speed run. Here we go. Hopefully, with enough of Tulin's wind, I should be able to reach that without the need of using any auto build. I also realize in hindsight that I probably could have warped over to that labyrinth platform, but hindsight's 20/20, right? So I will just go ahead and make it here without the need of auto build or any additional warps. Great. Well, I'm just glad I can finally see what these floating flower star islands are all about. Let's go ahead and get another picture, huh? Right, you'll let me get another picture? Because it just says tablet in ancient Hyrulean, so hopefully I don't have to come back here. But if I do, you know that I'll do it. But I'm hoping I could submit them all in one go. All right, and for this yellow marker, it seems most obvious to me that warping over to the Mayim Shrine and working my way to the northwest will be the best way of going about obtaining a picture of this one. I mean, I suppose I don't have to be warping to these locations. I guess if I really wanted to, I could auto build another one of those hot air balloons with the flame emitters, attach enough batteries to it, and then just fly to all of these individual locations. I could do that. Also, let me remind myself, why did I put a star on this little gotcha machine here? What did it have that I wanted? And I could just check the map, but I think it's fun to do a little bit of gambling right now. Plus, whatever's here, I probably could use more of it. I've been hanging on to these items for a little while. May as well use them. Let's see what we got. It's bada bing, bada boom. What do we got here? These are, oh, the steering sticks. Yeah, that's what's here, the steering sticks. That's why I put a star here, because the steering sticks are useful for just about anything I wish to operate. Very good. Speaking of operate, can I operate this platform to shoot me in the direction of the yellow mark? Is it right behind that cloud? Because I otherwise cannot see it. We're gonna find out. All right, it is, oh, well that's back over by the, oh, is that it down there? Oh, this one has the center moved out of it. Okay. Well, then as a precaution, I'm going to set a travel medallion down so that I can warp back up here because I don't want to have to fly and warp back up. Okay, I don't want to fly back over here. But, you know, I do recall visiting one of these star islands out of curiosity, seeing what it was, and then when I tried to read the text on it, the whole platform just fell down. Dang, this one really fell down. How unfortunate it must be to have been coincidentally right above a chasm, and then it dropped down all the way over here. All right, I suppose this was done to encourage players to more properly explore various parts of the map. There's a decent chance that I walked by this exact tablet in the past, but it does give me a quick excuse to revisit to the depths, grab all of these Poes that I will cash in the future. Thank you. There you go. I guess it's a change of pace, though if I knew it was just going to be down here, I probably wouldn't have glided over to that island in the first place. But I guess you had to at some point, and I did in the past at some point, and I just forgot. Now then, hopefully this picture will be sufficient. Thank you. And now that that is done, we move. So, well, actually, I'll smash this open real quickly. I got another boulder here. The boulder! There you go. Large zonite. Okay, I got one regular piece of zonite. I admittedly was hoping to get some more small zonite, but the large zonite is good too, I suppose. Okay, so that one's done. So we'll go ahead and do, I guess we can do the green one next. It's right next to a battle arena. So we'll just warp over there and hope for the best then. Very good, very good, very good. All right, so I've done 3 of these. We're like a quarter of the way there. This is the type of side quest that I thought might exist in Lookout Landing. And again, it's technically not a Lookout Landing side quest, it's a Kakariko Village side quest. But I was afraid that there'd be like 10 side quests in Lookout Landing, and 9 of them would be super duper quick. And then there'd be one that would require me to go all throughout the map and then kind of have me go back to Kakariko Village or Lookout Landing or whatever. And that's what this is. A side quest that's effectively having me review the map, you know? I guess it didn't have to be this way. I could have enabled the side quest at the beginning and then just gone and explored these parts as I went along. That's what the game wants you to do. Just enable a bunch of side quests and then be like, oh, tee-hee, I cleared one of these out while I was just casually playing the game. But nah, I'm a walkthrough. We're going from 100% completion. That's my own fault. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to this island. Is it, it looked like it was above it, not below it. Oh my God, that's above it, all right. Is that the highest platform in the game? All right, hang on. I gotta bail. I gotta go back. Is there any other place where I can more easily access that? No, and also there's something I never got from the device dispenser. Okay. Or perhaps it's an item that I've never seen before. But okay. The important thing is I'm gonna come back over here. Sure, I'll grab those dazzle fruits. And sure, I'll grab a zonite charge from this thing. And then I'll go ahead and make myself another hot air balloon. All right, so here we go. I will take that. Boom. And some fans. Okay, there. And the steering stick. And that should decrease the amount of zonite that I need to put this whole thing together. Very good, so from 18 to 9. Love that. That way I can make 4 more of these afterward. All right, cool. And it makes the design look slightly different because one half of it is green and the other half isn't. All right, in any case, as I get closer to the top, I might need to use up some actual zonite charges to reach the top more thoroughly because man, this platform is high up. And I guess this really would be the main way to reach it. I guess I could have strapped some rockets to this or more flame emitters or something, but if I kind of start doing some circles, some spirals around this island, I should be able to reach it. Let's see. Let's just be on the safe side. We got large zonite charge. I didn't know if those zonite charges would come in handy at this point, but they are. Oh, okay, there are certainly higher islands, but looking at things from this perspective, kind of a money shot. Looks kind of cool. Really shows you how different of a Zelda game this one is compared to the rest of the series. But okay, there were other ways I could have gone about accessing this star island. I just gotta make sure that I get up here before my zonite devices actually start disappearing. That's my concern, because now I have more than enough battery charge. But I just gotta make it. If I could have shot myself out of the volcano, I would have tried it. But no, we're here. And if this one starts falling once I get on it, I'm gonna be a little peeved. Let's see. No, we're good. We're stationary. We're fine. All right. It was just a difficult to access island, but I got it. All the more reason to do this type of stuff at the end of the game, or near the end of the game anyway. All right, so that one's done. Is the other island nearby? Can I just reach it from here? No. No, that's quite a distance. All right, we'll go over to this device dispenser and we'll go to the South Elven Sky Archipelago and work my way south, frankly. And then I'll go ahead and get that picture, and then we'll get the other picture, and then there should be 6 more after that, right? Because I marked the first 6, and the dude in Kakariko Village said that there were 12 total. So I'm doing this batch of 6, then I can do another batch of 6, and then I can have them all. Okay, very good. So at the Darnar Shrine, let's see. I just don't know if it's gonna be higher or lower, so I gotta be facing that way. I don't immediately see it, and that could be because it's technically higher and it's obstructed by this island that's slightly ahead of me. I'll take an extra zonite charge though. Thank you. Could be used for powering another balloon, or it also could be used for some gambling in the future. We're using that gotcha machine. Oh, hey, there's a treasure chest here that I never got previously. Well, hopefully it contains another old map that will reveal the location of another item in the depths that I never got. Let's see. Old map, yeah? Battery, but you know what, that's fine too. I'll take that. And there, now you don't have to worry about that treasure chest ever again. All right, oh, actually, that's the island right there, I just saw it. I could have glided over from where I just was, although having the higher ground will prove to be more useful. Okay, let's see, just right there? All right, I don't need a hot air balloon. I can save my zonite. I'm just making sure that that's really just it, right? Like that's not one I explored previously, right? Okay, very good. There we go, I'm like second guessing myself now because I'm like, wait, now it seems too easy. Some of these other star platforms were so out of the way. Oh, and you can even see a Gleeok flying around there. That's okay, I have no need to battle that one, at least not at this exact point in time. I am merely being a photographer at the moment. Nope, I can't walk in there with just the camera out. Okay, here, try that again. Boom, baby, thank you. All right, we got it. We got it, that one's done. All right. Almost halfway done with this side quest. Okay, so this is going to be the closest point. It's going to be inside of this ball here, this circle, this circular, potentially spherical island, and then I will probably have to make a hot air balloon to access this one, unless it's lower. If it's lower, that's certainly easier, because gliding down is how it works. You descend when you glide. You don't, you descend when you glide, you don't ascend, unless you got an, oh yeah, right. Can I even get out of here? Can I just like run out of here and then start gliding? Let me see. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna go over here. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even see the Star Island because there's clouds. But I'm gonna go over to this waterfall. I'll switch into my Zora armor, and then I'll use the Zora armor's ability to allow me to scale waterfalls to access a higher platform here, which I can then jump off of to then glide over to the Star Flower Island to get my photo. All right, gotta be strategic with this. All the more reason why you should do this type of thing at the end of the game. I mean, you don't have to get all the photos in one fell swoop. I guess you could just get them as you access parts of the map, but for the sake of organization, I would not have been able to do this had I not already accessed so many other components of this game. If something's about to attack me right now, I freaking swear. Okay, just because the music was getting more intense and I heard a monster scream. No, we're not doing this right now. Thank you, though. I am just going to climb this waterfall. But yes, thankfully I have access to the Zora armor that allows me to climb waterfalls. Thankfully I have access to all these other shrines that I've been able to warp to. Thankfully I have access to Tulin's Gust of Wind so I can glide more quickly. And thankfully I have access to Mipha's Fabric so I have something pretty to look at while I'm gliding. Alright, there we go. So I need my Zora armor. I'm so glad it's near the top. Boom. And we move! Here we go! Oh yeah, just in time for the sunset. How pretty. Oh yeah, the low gravity. I guess... My bad, I could've just warped here. Whatever. As long as I get to that Star Island, hopefully... I guess it's just straight ahead, yeah? Alright. Well, I don't really have anything that aids my gliding now, do I? So we'll just do this. And then we'll jump to it. Yeah, with the low gravity and Tulin's Gust of Wind, I should be able to make it. I probably should have waited to get a Gust of Wind from the get-go, but I should be able to make it. Just to be on the safe side, I'll go over to this tiny little island here. real quickly. And if I need to fight something here, another Flux construct or whatever, then by all means, I'll do it real quickly. I already demonstrated in this very video how overpowered I currently am and how easy it is to defeat a Flux construct. So, okay. I definitely could have made it to the flowery island there, but hey, when else am I actually going to be over here, right? By doing this now, I won't have to worry about it later. Okay, so here we go. Because eventually I will have to defeat all the Flux constructs, and I just defeat this one now. I mean, maybe I've already fought this one, I don't know. But if I haven't, great. I'll fight it now, and then I don't have to worry about it again. All right, let's just tack this onto this video real quickly, huh? And besides, there could be some sort of valuable reward over here. Let me see. Yeah, derailing myself for a second. I'm already derailing myself technically with the entirety of the side quest, but hey, it'll all get done. It'll get done by the time this video ends. I'll go ahead and do another quick fight. Gotta balance that combat and exploration. That's what Zelda's all about. There you go. Okay, more. All right, and we dropping. Boom. All right, a Flux Construct 2. All right, stronger than the one I fought previously, but still no match for the old Linky boy. Here we go. Yeah, I even got a treasure chest on him. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna break off your tailbone there. And then right over here. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? I'm ready for you. Okay, and then I'll take that. Thank you. And then I'm just gonna wail on this using your own body parts. Or a body part of something that's weaker than you, because this comes from a Flux Construct 1. All right, cool. Oh, thank you, Tulin. That hit from Tulin, I think that was Tulin, brought this boss's health to right about the halfway point. Oh, not the block I wanted. Let's try it once more. Oh, hang on. That's the block I wanted. There we go. Let's wail on it, everybody. Go get it, Unobo. Boom, good hit, Unobo. Okay, I think I'm still gonna have to do one more cycle of this fight. Very good. As long as we can defeat it before the sun goes down, I ain't complaining. And I probably still want to complain even if the sun did go down. Woo! Excuse me there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and recall this. All right, heading on back up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we move. Up and at him, okay? Here we go, and boop. Nice. All right, and I can just wail on it from here, right? We're gonna be fine. There you go, boom. Used up all of that Flux core on you, and now I'll finish you off with the Silver Bilko Reaper. I frankly should have used this earlier, but whatever. I'm using it now. All done. And then I can go ahead and hopefully fuse this Flux Core Heart to something else. And I got a fan! Don't mind if I do. Let's see. We'll put it on the Ninth Claymore. It's fine if it's on a two-handed weapon. Boom! Now we got some power! Alright, and let's see just what was inside this treasure chest all along, huh? An old map, perhaps? Yo, a Sage's Will! That's even more valuable. I forgot I still need to collect those. I imagine I will still collect the remainder of those simply by exploring the game, but now that I have 4 of those, I could upgrade another one of my partner's abilities if I wanted to. I'll either do that at the end of this part, or I might wait till I get all of the Sage's Wills and just kind of upgrade them all. That seems counterintuitive. I get that. Let's see. I don't think I need much. I think I just need like, maybe I do need the whole thing. Okay, well, if I take out a balloon here, and then I do this, 15, fine, right? Oh, it's just, I didn't realize it was like that close. But I guess this ensures that I'll get there. I could have been more tactical about this. I could have gotten fans out and a flame emitter out. Oh, whatever. The important thing is I will reach this star-shaped island, and I got a Sage's Will. Yeah, it seems counterintuitive to cash them in all at once. Whoa! Careful there, buddy. Maybe it is better that I got this hot air balloon out. But I'm thinking the strategy will be that. I'll get all the Sage's Wills, because I'll have a part where I will just do some cleanup on the map to get all of the treasure chests in the depths that I didn't get, and to get all of the Sage's Wills I didn't get. Oh my goodness, this one already fell down too? All right, just to be on the safe side then, I'm gonna go ahead and put a Traveler's Medallion here, and then we're just gonna dive down after it. So was I here previously, or was this automatic? And is this gonna put me back in the depths? No, it's actually not. Okay. I can't tell if I've been over here before or not. I must have been, it says I've been in the caves over here, but I guess I just didn't really acknowledge this. Oh, I like that you can see my hot air balloon perked in the back over there. That's kind of amusing. All right, yeah, I guess I've been over here before. Very well then. That one's done. And that removes all the markers that I set down previously. Very good. So there should be 6 more in the sky then, right? So let's see if I can find some on the south side. So we need... That's a star. Boom. That's a start. Okay, so that's 1. This will be 2. Great. This will be... Oh, I thought I saw 1. Oh, no, there we go. This will be 3. Okay. This will be... Oh, hang on, I gotta make sure the pin's actually on something. There you go. That'll be 4. There should be 6 down here. That'll be 5. Please tell me I didn't miss one, because it's gonna be a real pain to figure out which one I missed. Nope, that's it right there. Oof. That's the most isolated one of them all. All right, that'll be the one that I'll presumably get last then. Oh, Starview Island. Hey, I remember this place. This is the place that had that really cool light puzzle, and I probably talked about Mega Man X6 or something to that effect, because it has a level with a light shining puzzle, or laser reflecting puzzle, or whatever. Anyway, I like these types of puzzles. I don't think I'm gonna have to solve any types of puzzles to actually get to this star flower platform thing, but hopefully I can get out of here with relative ease, right? I should just be able to jump out of here. This thing isn't spinning around like that other spherical platform I was in. And I guess I could use the gotcha machine real quickly. I mean, how often do I get to use the gotcha machine in the dark, right? With all this zero gravity, I love that. Look at that, I've got all these Zonai charges. May as well cash them in for some other Zonai devices. There you go. You can have them. Bada bing, bada boom. What do we got? And some stakes. Okay, maybe this one wasn't as useful as I would have hoped. The frost emitters are kind of neat, but I guess they're kind of cool, right? But otherwise, I mainly... That's everything that's in here, huh? Wow, okay, I don't think I'll ever use this one ever again. I don't need frost emitters or shock emitters. I need flame emitters to blow up the hot air balloons, but... Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get to the top of this sphere, if I can. I should be able to. Once I step onto here, very good. Onto here, and onto the sphere. Cool. And then... There we go. We're moving. We're moving. Okay. I'm going. And then we're gonna go to the red mark. So actually, okay, I'm facing the correct direction. Just wanted to make sure. So we get to the top of here. Depending on where it is, hopefully I won't even need a hot air balloon. But let me see. I don't know if I see it. That's not it. I currently do not see it. That is also not... That's it down there! Huzzah! Okay. Then hopefully I don't need a hot air balloon. Hopefully I can just make it. I should be high enough to reach it. Cool. Right there. Very good. I shouldn't even need to stop before I get there. I acknowledge that I am taking damage from the cold temperatures. Totally get that. Let me just see if I can get there before this does too much damage to me. I suppose this would be a good time to bring this up. When I record this game, I acknowledge that there are a lot of different menus that come up during standard gameplay. Like you're fusing your items together. When you want to shoot your bow and arrow, you have a menu that comes up so you can attach stuff to the front of the arrow. You can change your armor out at any time, right? I don't like disrupting my gameplay that often to bring up a menu. And I acknowledge that I just did that recently in order to get out my Zora armor. But if it can be helped, I'd rather not pull up menus too often. That's also... Okay, hang on. Can I take a picture of this before we drop? Hopefully this counts. Hopefully it's not got any motion blur on it. But I am curious where this will actually wind up landing. Just here in the snow? Next to a chasm or something? No? Just like randomly in the snow, huh? Well, again, if I knew it was just going to be down here, that actually would have been more easily accessible than where I was previously. But I guess I didn't use a hot air balloon to get here, so no harm, no foul. Okay, so like a Korok seed over here or something? No, wait, this is a Korok seed. No. If it was a Korok seed, it would be something like that. Something like this rock on this little platform right here. Well, all right. While I'm here, I may as well grab all the Korok seeds. That's another thing I'm going to be doing in the near future. And that's also going to take like another month just to do the rest of it. I don't even have 200 Korok seeds yet, but I am at least 10% of the way there, if I'm led to believe that there are 100 Korok seeds. All right, well there. A nice bonus. Let's see, let's go to... Let's see, that's going to be the yellow mark. I guess if I'm going to do the yellow mark, this one gives me rockets. I'll go here real quickly. Thank you, Korok. Goodbye, Korok. I guess in a moment we'll see how many Korok seeds I'm at. Where are we at? 160, 170. 175. Oh, good. All right, yeah. So, folks, I'll get like the next 2 parts of Tears of the Kingdom out, and then the next part is going to be me getting all the Korok seeds, and that won't come out for like another month. But I'll do it. I'll do just as I did with Splatoon 3, where I'll come home every day and I'll just devote my time to clearing this one specific task until it is done. That's what I did from like May to August until I finally got the gold tower control badge in Splatoon 3. And you know what? I finally did it. So I just gotta do the same thing with all the Korok seeds. I'll come home each day, I'll wake up each day, I'll put like an hour or 2 into collecting Korok seeds. Let's see, if I got 800 more, let's see, put this in here. 800 more Korok seeds. Yeah, I mean, technically, if I collect 80 a day, I'll be done in 10 days. If I collect 100 a day, I'll be done in a week. Okay, collect 100 a day. I can do that. I can collect Korok seeds, but there we go. I got myself some rockets. There we go. I like that. I like having the rockets. I just strap a rocket to my shield real quickly. Hopefully I can just go up and access whatever I need to access, right? Let's see. I guess we can put it on the Mighty Zonite shield. Let me see. If this rocket does not do me justice, if it does not blast me off at the speed of light, then I will surrender now and prepare the fight. Okay, here we go. So we'll go to the yellow mark. We'll do boop. And we'll do boop. All right. I just got to get right there. Easy. Oh, forgot it wore off so quickly. Whoa, now I actually don't think I'll... I mean, maybe I can make it, but I think it would be wiser for me to strap another rocket to then another shield and then launch myself from here. That slight distance will make all the difference. So we'll go boom, change that trajectory. So we put that there, we'll do the fuse, we'll do the shield. There we go, and this way, I save my Zonite from my auto build, and we'll stand right on top of this, and we will move. All right, there we go. Oh, I just realized I did the yellow mark before I did the blue mark. All right. All right. Let's see here. I'm moving. I mean, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm just realizing now I might have used up a wee bit much of my Zonite there, and I should probably hang on to the remainder of it if it can be helped. So let's see, is this one gonna fall down too? No, this one is stable. This one is sturdy. All right, getting a picture of this one. I really hope I don't have to go back and like redo these photos. I'm hoping I can submit all of them at once. All right, so hang on. We're gonna go get that one now. And I guess I really do just have to go from this here labyrinth in the sky, huh? So we'll go from there. With any luck, this star flower platform will be slightly below where I'm currently spawning to, and then I can just glide to it without the need of a hot air balloon. And if I do need a hot air balloon because it's too far away or it's not as low as I think, then all right, I'll use some more Zonite on it, but I really gotta hold back a bit. Man, everything in life is just so cold. I have enough hearts, hopefully I can just get everything without the need of opening up a menu and consuming food or changing my armor. I am going the wrong way, aren't I? This is not the right mark. All right, let's try that again. And you know what, this time, yeah, I'm gonna need a hot air balloon for that one. All right, so let's go ahead and get some Zonite devices out to reduce the amount of Zonite that I need. So we got the balloon there, we got the flame emitter here, we got that, and we got those. Okay, and then we can do boom, boom. All right. Man, just that one little platform that it needs is gonna cost 6. Oh, and the flame emitter. Okay, whatever. Next time I'll get the flame emitter out. It's fine. For now, this should get me to where I need to go, above the Gerudo Desert. I will say there is something, I don't know, intriguing, for the lack of a better word, about seeing the moon go down and watching the sun slowly rise while I go over this desert area. It's all so dark here. It's all so vast and empty and open. And yet here lies this one star flower platform here in the sky with some text on it that I would otherwise never have any interest to explore unless I was going for 100% completion in this game. And yet here I am, exploring it now. So out of the way, so in the middle of nowhere. All right, I can make it. Here we go. And all right, to the front side. This one better not start falling. Gosh darn it. All right, there. All right, give me that picture. Cool, no motion blur. Got it, even got that sunrise background. And of course, I've got to go ahead and satisfy my curiosity. Where exactly is this gonna land? It's not gonna go inside the chasm there, so it's not gonna land in the depths. Oh, you know what? It's gonna land right behind this shrine. Part of me wishes that it was already there, and that I knew about it landing there, because it would have been a whole lot easier just to warp to the shrine and then work backwards, but it's fine. I guess no matter what, I had to go up and cause it to fall, right? So that is done. Whoop-de-doo. Let's go to the green mark now. And would you look at that? It looks like I'm actually gonna go back to the Room of Awakening just to go ahead and clear out a completely separate side quest in this very video. Well, we'll see if the Room of Awakening still looks the same as it did 15 minutes ago. Actually, it's been longer than 15 minutes. Golly, this one side quest is really extending the length of this video, huh? I was hoping to avoid that, but I guess I had to do the side quest at some point, so let's go ahead and do it now. Because otherwise, I acknowledge that this video of me doing all the side quests and Lookout Landing, it probably would have just been like 10, 15 minutes long, which is fine. But this side quest, this side adventure that I'm doing now on all of these little star flower islands. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's... Darn it. Okay, no. Go back over here. Yeah, this little side quest that I'm doing now, like no matter what, it would have taken at least an hour, right? That's how long it's taken me just to go and explore all these lands. So why not just tack it on to the video where I'm already doing something that would have otherwise been 15 minutes, right? That's the Yoshiller way. Why have a 15-minute video when you can have a video that's an hour and 15 minutes? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You've been watching this walk. This is part 103, 104. Golly. All right, I'm pretty high up. I can't imagine this star platform is higher up than me. So, with any luck, I can just glide to it, all right? This part of the game where you start, it's like the highest place that anybody could possibly go. So with any luck, as soon as I'm actually over the green mark, because I should have marked it pretty perfectly, I should just be able to glide down and descend. And would you look at that, I'm even back over by the bridge of Hylia. And I can say with certainty that Gleeok that was once there is currently not there. Not until another blood moon happens. But a blood moon happened at the very beginning of this part, so I've got a good couple of hours, or like I got a good hour before another Gleeok spawns there. But alright, here we are. There's the star platform. Did not have to use my Zonite to construct an auto build device with a hot air balloon and a flame emitter on it. I can just land here and hopefully this platform will stay here, and then I can get in my picture, and then I can submit it to the guy at Kakariko Village, and then I can complete the side quest, and then I can move on with my life! Here we go. Boom. Okay, took some fall damage. A small price to pay for getting here more efficiently. There you go. See, and I'm liking this lighting too. This game is so good with its lighting, I love it. With that said, I guess the best method of getting over to that purple mark, which will be the next mark, will be to move over to this shrine in the sky here, and then I might actually have to construct another hot air balloon. But this time, I'll get out a bunch of Zonite devices and hopefully I can construct everything I need with just like 3 or 4 Zonite, and then we'll be good. I need 2 fans, a hot air balloon, a flame emitter, and a steering stick, correct? Should be good. Okay. Can I get an extra Zonite from this? Or extra charge from this? No, it looks like I already got it some time ago, and it looks like it doesn't respawn after a blood moon like some other items do. Okay, so we got purple to the west, and then bright blue to the east. I can do that. I can make that work. Okay? I don't suppose there's a Zonite charge inside of this one. Yo, there is! Oh, I'm so glad I checked. Okay. Can I just maybe glide over here? Am I gonna have to go further down at all? Let's see. Oh, it's all the way up there? Okay. So then what I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do, I can go, yeah, that's pretty high up and pretty in the middle of nowhere otherwise. So I will glide over to the waterfall, and then I will scale the waterfall, once again using the Zora armor, and then I might just still have to construct a hot air balloon from there. I mean, it would have been nice if I didn't have to use the hot air balloon, but it's looking more and more like I'm gonna have to. I might have just enough Zonite to construct just enough hot air balloon devices to get to the rest of these platforms. And I know I could probably construct something else, or use, just actually make something with Zonite devices from scratch, but I'm just trying to be efficient in the process. If I wasn't recording and trying to do things in a compact manner, probably wouldn't care as much. But because I am recording, I would prefer to get this done, you know? Because if I'm not recording, Well, then I can just stop this one day and come back to it another day, you know? But because it's a recording, I'd like to get it all done in this one video. All right? You understand? You understand. I'm not complaining that I'm recording, though. That way I have documentation that I've done it. That way I can prove that I've got it, and I've got the gameplay footage to use in the future. Okay, hang on, where did it go? It was like above me. It was over here. And it wasn't below, it was above. Okay, so I need to get... Wish I could just use a rocket, man. All right, rocket man! So we'll use one of those. We need one of those. We need one of those. And we need one of those. Okay, and a rocket. There you go, to really get that height. Okay, so we'll use auto build to clean up this mess that I have now just made. Yeah, see, look at this. I don't want to clean up the mess. I want auto build to do it for me. There you go, using only 3 zonite. Awesome. We'll take that, and then the rocket, we'll strap that on the back. Here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right there. Perfect. And then we will go up. There we go. Well, the rocket certainly helps, huh? It definitely expedited the process. All right, I am ready to hop off. There you go. Goodbye, balloon. Oh, okay. Not my definition of a parking job. You happened to land right in the spot that made it inconvenient for me to access this platform, but that'll be, oh my God, really? I don't know if that picture's gonna count. I'm a little worried. Okay, hopefully that counts. Is my hot air balloon coming with me? Man, I could have doubled down and used the same hot air balloon to access both spots. Whatever. Man, this had to be one of those falling platforms, huh? All right, where's it gonna land? It's right here on this mountainside. All right. All right. Kind of in the middle of nowhere otherwise, but I guess it suddenly turns this middle of nowhere into middle of somewhere because now there's something significant that happened here. There's a big old stone tablet sitting here. Whatever. I will take the shock fruits. Thank you. I will take this electrical power. You never know when you might need some lightning to go. All right. Well, now I gotta go back to the sky, and then I gotta warp over here, and we gotta go access that other island now. Yeah, I absolutely, well, I would have liked to have used that hot air balloon platform again to sail to the east, but wouldn't you know it, it happened to land upside down, and it happened to land on a platform that was slowly descending anyway. But it's okay. I should have enough zonite to construct one more device, and that should get me to exactly where I need to go. All right, and then we already established that these don't have zonite charges in them. Okay, then. Okay. So that one has a zonite charge. Glad I still checked, glad I was still curious. Folks, that's my lesson to those of you in life not knowing what to do next. Be curious. Be curious in life. Okay? It's okay to wonder about how things work. It's how scientists get anything done. All right. And then we got fans. Okay, here we go. Ultra hand it up. Boom, baby. Should have just enough zonite. What? I thought it only cost like 3 before. Oh, because I don't have the flame emitter. Ah, okay. Here we go. Try again. Here we go. Okay, now I don't know. Now I don't know why. Well, that's a bummer. Wasn't it only 3 before? Am I mistaken? Alright, whatever. I'll make my own little makeshift platform then. Too bad I can't get that from the little gotcha machines. Okay, we don't want to use hoverstones though. We will use... I need something that can be a serviceable platform. We could either use the cart or we can use the sled. And I'm more inclined to use the sled because I don't know when else I'm going to use this. Any other time I needed to go down a mountain, I was just shield surfing. And I guess you would use the sleds if you didn't want to use up your shield on shield surfing. I get that. But I'm fine. I'm fine breaking my shields. All right, so here we go. That should be a serviceable platform. This will now go along the side. Oh, okay. Raising it up a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. Boom. Thank you. All right, this goes in the middle. Okay, this goes over here. Hey, right there. Thank you. And then this goes at the end of it all. So I can then steer it accordingly. Do I want to strap a rocket or two to this? Nah. Rockets explode. I say we move onward as long as it's able to take liftoff. Yes, oh, and we have liftoff. Oh, how exciting. Okay, now I might need to use some extra Zonai charges in order to ensure that I have enough battery life to reach the platform, but I can see it. I can see the platform in the distance. Folks, we're gonna make it. I can make it. Okay, I realize now, looking over to the left there, I should have probably warped over to, what is that, Valor Island, Courage Island, and then jumped down from there, but oh well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. At least this way, I now have another flying platform that utilizes the sleds. And if I ever need more sleds, I can go to another gacha machine. Okay, I could have done this a little more thoroughly and could have saved some of my Zonai devices and saved some of my Zonite and whatnot, but at least this way, I get to showcase myself going on another little flight, and this way I can shoot Yunobo off into the distance, see? Wasn't that worth it? Couldn't do that if I was just gliding. If I'm gliding, then all I can really use is Tulin, and we know he's awesome, but this way I can give Yunobo something to do, because I don't use Yunobo that often. Alright? Very good. Goodbye, Yunobo. Hopefully you don't smack someone on the head on the way down. I will admit it is satisfying just to fling him off. It's nice that it's automatic, that when you're piloting something, Yunobo kind of attaches himself to the front of it. And at least this way I can ensure that Valor Island, or whatever island that is a little further away. Maybe this is the way I had to do it. Well, I don't know. If you start at the very top and glide over here, just gliding the old-fashioned way, maybe you can make it. But this ensures that I make it. Very good. All right, this one's not gonna fall, is it? Oh my God, okay. Hang on, we'll get the photo. We'll see where it's gonna land. It's still a good photo. Look, these cameras have some great focus abilities. Better than some phones these days, I'll tell you that. All right, and then, oh, there's like a random island over there. I don't know if I've ever been to that island. Okay, hang on. So that platform is just gonna land there. I'm gonna take a slight detour. I don't need to go down there. I'm gonna go over to this island because I'm willing to bank on the fact that there's a Korok seed over here, and I figure getting back to this island in the future is not gonna be convenient. So if I can just get over here now, while I'm already over here, and get whatever Korok seed or other collectible may exist on this island, I'll just get it now and then not have to worry about it ever again. Let's knock it out now. Let's just do it. All right, here we go. Boom, 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 all right? There's gotta be a Korok seed on this thing, like, come on. You're gonna tell me I'm gonna go all the way over here and there's not a Korok seed? If there's not a Korok seed, fine, but there's some collectible over here. There's some boats. Oh, is this how I was actually meant to get to Eventide Island? I did Eventide Island a long time ago, like 80 parts ago. I basically glided over there, but I kind of had to glide over there because there was a Korok seed I had to deliver. I remember that. That was a whole thing. That was a whole other tedious Korok seed to get. But it's, okay, that's the Korok seed over there, by the way. So coming over here wasn't completely in vain. The Korok seed was not on that plot of land over there, it's just on this rock over here. Which is fine. It means I was right to come over here, and it's as if I've collected 175 Korok seeds up to this point, so I kind of understand the game's design and layout at this point. I just gotta remember how to get it. I'm pretty sure I gotta use Ultra Hand and gotta, like, detach it somehow. Hang on, I remember how to do this. I don't think, like, you can't break it with your sword or with arrows or something, right? And you can only use Ultra Hand to control the other side of it. Hang on, I'll get it. Doesn't go that far. Doesn't go that far. Whatever I need to get this Korok seed is gonna be on this rock. And I can't quite cut it. No, can't cut it, which means I gotta use Ultra Hand. I don't get stasis in this game, otherwise I would smack it to oblivion, right? That did it, that's right. You drop it in the water, then it shoots out of the water and it pulls out the other end. Huzzah! Extra Korok seed. Thank you, Korok seed. 176. Folks, I'm like 0.01% closer toward collecting them all, or 0.1% closer, I think is the exact math. But there you go. It may not be all the Korok seeds, but it should be all of the Hyrulean tablets, platform things. So, let's go back to Kakariko Village, and let's get those shown to the man of the hour. And then, I'll actually go back to Lookout Landing and see if any more side quests remain, and hopefully none of them will take an hour like this side quest has. Hopefully there's only one or two more and they each take about 5 seconds, right? Let's just see. But there you go, 176 Korok seeds. See, extra progress was made. 2 Korok seeds were obtained in this video. That's 2 less Korok seeds that I have to get in the future. Would love to try and get a dragon scale right now, but I've already done enough detours getting those Korok seeds. Actually, you know what I should do real quickly? I should use the gacha machine over here because this one gives me fans and balloons, and I've been using those a lot over these past couple of parts, yeah? So, specifically this past part. Specifically this part, I've been using them a lot. So, let's go over here, and we'll do huppa, 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 huppa. Right in there. All right, very good. Great, and we can go ahead and skip that little cutscene, as long as I got balloons and fans, and I guess the wheels are fine too. Whoa, huh? What just rolled out there? Oh, did I never show you this previously? Is that what I think it is? So this strange artifact was intended to produce Zonai devices, huh? But why would Zonai people have built such a thing? Because they had good taste, and they were probably inspired by Japan's gacha machines. That's how Pokemon came to be. That's true. Satoshi Tajiri liked bugs, and pretty sure the gacha machines inspired the modern day design of the Pokeball. But this is not Did You Know Gaming. This is Yoshiller's walkthrough for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. He's got a red exclamation point. Let's go ahead and get that off of your text box there, huh? 12 tablets. I believe I visited 12, and I got pictures of all of them, and hopefully all of these pictures will be serviceable. All right, let's go ahead and knock all of these out. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna show them one by one, yeah? So that leads me to believe that my pictures are fine. I think we're going in reverse order, though. Or, I don't know how you determine the order. That is the most recent picture I took, though. Here's what the original text says. So sweet the song of King Rauru, and so great, and so Hende, Sonia's queen, Gesson Anana, Seraph and Leaf, Mulche Laborsum. This is the account of a party from those days. It says King Rauru and his older sister sang together. Great. I'm glad you could translate that because I cannot. That is not my area of expertise. I'm currently trying to learn Japanese, and even then, Sukoshi Nihongo wa hanasemasu. But there you go. You're a better translator than me, that's for sure. Silver rupee, hang on now. Now we're talking. You want to give me silver rupees? Seems like I'm talking to all the higher class folks in these parts because I'm getting a lot of rupage as of late. So if you want to give me more rupage, you want to give me more rupees, I am all for it. Okay, I can't tell. Okay, I don't know the order in which I'm showing you these pictures, but I remember that one because it has my hot air balloon parked in the corner. Sonia Cuenta Hyrus, King, be birth Horlian, Preserese, speaking she with open heart, earnest all. This king, you think it's gold, adventure, so to learn. Wow, this looks to be one about Queen Sonia. It claimed that Sonia was a priestess before marrying Rauru. Okay, well, look, I'm trying to simultaneously appreciate what you're telling me, but I also want to fly through this text because already we're reaching the point of this part of this walkthrough that makes it feel like things have gone on for a little too long, and the lore of this game is probably really cool, but these past couple of parts have already all been about the lore. But if you want to give me silver rupee, give me another 100 rupees, I will gladly take it. The thought of such incredible historical stuff, 10 more tablets. All right, folks, we'll get through it all. Here's another picture. All right, so am I like showing them to you all in terms of historical order? How are these being shown to you? Because I went in the order that I decided to go in. You're not looking at them in reverse order. I don't know if you're looking at them in chronological order. I don't know if you're looking at them in terms of like historical order. The game has a preset order. Maybe it's a random order. Maybe there is no order and everything's just chaotic. I don't know, but I'm glad I could show them to you. I'm kind of skipping past this though. I kind of understand the game's plot at this point, as admittedly barren as it may be. Zelda went to the past. There was Rauru and Sonia, and there was this dude named Ganondorf, and he was evil and kind of ruined everything. And then Zelda tried to plan many years in advance to try and save Hyrule in the future from this upheaval that she knew was going to happen. All right, I get that, and I imagine I would understand it a little more if I was actually paying attention to the text here. Very cool. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could go back and like pause the game and like actually read everything that's happening here. But again, if you want to give me silver rupees, I will take silver rupees. I need the rupees right now. Everything in life is so expensive, so getting these rupees right now, that'll be good. All right, if you want more pictures, here you go, my good man. How about that one? There you go. I'm glad that you're able to translate all of these, and again, I'm just so glad that I'm able to show them to all of you, show all of them to you at once. Here's what the original text says. All right, what you got for me? The king was late to come this even, so marked the queen to share in tales. All feed that as Hyrule's funding have diverse, Ramin Resig Asugade. And CSA in strift the brought it to despair. Folks keep in with light and might of pure driven up back ye been and the royal, these holy ben ye shoved shrines of light. Great king, great queen, they thank ye fought with your man-child. Here, I'll walk you through this one. Thank you. You be the walkthrough. The subject here is the actions King Rara and Queen Sonia undertook with the kingdom established. They were worried for the people, so they set out to eradicate the monsters troubling them. They created structures called Shrines of Light to seal the monsters away. They could never be... So that's where the Shrines of Light come from? They were meant to seal the monsters away? Well, that can't be... That can't be correct, because some of those shrines don't even have monsters in them. Pretty sure. I mean, some of them are definitely blessing shrines. But if you want to give me rupees, I'll gladly take them. Dude, so much rupage in this part. I've gotten more rupees in this part than I have, well, certainly in any other one designated part, but I've got more rupees in this part than I have in a majority of this walkthrough. So by all means, go ahead, keep taking all these photos, keep telling me your stories, and keep giving me those silver rupees. All right, get to translating. I'm glad you're able to make use of these photos. I need to remind myself to delete the photos later to save space, but for now, Queen Minru, the Kina's elder sister, follows so deep brokest switchers that oasis voice to eten. In minute, where you wait, Donny, what's the muchy con, but for having in Betsy Delaville. Okay, look, is this like a combination of English, German, Spanish, and Italian? Everything being derived from Latin and Gaelic or something? That's how our languages came to be, or something along those lines. I understand that this is also kind of like a made-up language, and I'm sure there is actual thought behind everything he's saying, that someone didn't just mash on the keyboard and make stuff up, right? Like, it's not complete gibberish, there's actual words in here, it's thought out. But man, it's a lot. I don't know if it's my best time to actually try and read it myself, but I mean, I'm gonna be here for a couple minutes while he explains everything to me, so I may as well make an effort to try and read it all, right? It's just we're so far removed from doing side quests at Lookout Landing that I'm wondering if this is the best use of my time right now. Okay, remember who we're dealing with. They may have had unfathomable powers. The revelation that Minru was a fellow researcher makes her feel like a kindred. The Chamberlain who inscribed these stone tablets treats Minru with such care and kindness that it warms my heart. Minru is pretty cool. If you weren't standing inside this village right now, you could walk out with me and see how Minru got basically reincarnated into a robot. Thank you for the rupage. Okay. According to stone tablet, we got 7 more. 7 more. Don't worry. I found them all. I'm really, really hoping I found them all. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything, but I'm pretty sure I counted 12. Here you go. Here's the next one, my good man. Boom, look at that sunset one. I got this one while it was falling, but hooray! No motion blur, clear, as long as you can see the text, as long as this is serviceable to you, I am good to keep pressing onward. Here's what the original text says. Fulfin is the weather this morn, and have the audience with Theos, Princess Said Ben King de distant Yorez to Queen Sonia. Dude, reading all of these, I feel like it's gonna cause me to have some sort of like reading issue or speaking issue. Like I'm gonna become dyslexic, or if I don't first have a stroke. But I understand that like this is kind of how translation goes. This is like how they used to translate things like Beowulf from Gaelic and stuff, and then they kind of had to piece some of the words together and use a little bit of improvisation and quick thinking. So I get it. It adds to the lore of the world. It would make sense that they wouldn't be an exact direct translation. But man, I'm thinking at this point, this video is now going into like the hour 34, hour 35 mark. I think I just need to like pick up the pace with these, huh? Because we still got, what, like 8, 7 more to go through? Okay, once it was clear that Zelda would be staying, she applied to the Chamberlain, to the princess. That suggests real admiration. Yes, very good, thank you. Not just with words, with this as well. Look, I'm glad I'm getting paid for this. At this point, I am basically getting paid to just listen to you ramble off in non-English. Here we go. Oh, six tablets. All right, we're almost there. I say almost, it's still 6, all right? I still gotta get through this, and then I still gotta get back to Lookout Landing and do whatever remaining side quests are there. And I imagine there's not many more to do, and if they are there, they're not gonna take that long to do, so with any luck, I can finish this video in under the 2-hour mark. I would've been done sooner, but instead I decided to attach this side quest to it. All right. Today, Cam hits a passin that Minru shewed to Zelda construct Altergeist have Isen. Zelda, she much desired on hit to ride in. Something about a hit and run on the non-con, not DCN. Close here, stopping, though I died, proustin loudly. Now, the lessee she made to sitting high upon the constructus, skuldress olden to ride in like an horse, all full of grace. Min nation so grant already died, growling out the more. The variety of tales on these stone tablets continues to fascinate me. Zelda apparently visited Minru often to assist with her research. I have no idea what kind of thing this construct that allowed people to ride on was. But Zelda wrote it so well that our author, the Chamberlain, was again impressed by her skill at everything she tried. I have no doubt that Zelda is skillful at everything she tries. But more than the narrative, what strikes me is the back and forth between the Chamberlain and Zelda. The Chamberlain tried to warn Zelda of the danger, but Zelda pushed past her and rode the construct anyway. It's short but so evocative of both the level and technology found in this era and the character of their visitor Zelda. The treasure found in these stones tablets is the pearls of wisdom and nuggets. See, now I can't even read the regular English anymore. Very good, and as promised, I have a reward for you. Although that might just be due to the fact that I've been recording for an hour and a half and have been trying to have consistent commentary all throughout. Alright, here we go. The thought of such incredible historical artifacts falling down all over Hyrule is so exciting, according to the stone tablet lookout landing. We have 5 left to go. Alright, here we go. Here's a picture. I'm just glad I can show them to all of you at once. I don't know if the passage of time exists outside of us talking because it's still daytime here. But we'll see. Here's what the original text says. Falcion nu favorente gardamentes adorned with mushroom patrons on forward beyond Taiwan. This task for mushroom come of the castle seamstress who forgot to silence Kaleze for Princess Zelda to pleasen. This Falcion Zelda tell to the seamstress whereon here to home were loved. In her time, word Egverkring Metrons and bright thieves in the shop of Matron. All no hende seamstress set her day on no test Petron copien with sell to money happy passion. I så se efter om for min but ne could not on even then. How curious. Yep, I was just thinking the same thing, how curious this whole non-English Hyrulean text-to-speech is, huh? Intrigued, the tailor fashioned some clothing in that vein and caught it on in an ancient Hyrule. You know Cece from Kakariko Village? I do! Imagine the look on her face if she were to find out. Alright, cool. Alright, I know, this is all a lore dump, and I guess having it all documented in gameplay footage here will be serviceable at some point in the future, but for now, I really do just want to go and get the rest of this translation so I can move on with this part of the walkthrough so that I can then move on with my life, basically. Alright, but it's okay. The thing that's saving me is knowing that I'm in the home stretch of this game. Like I said at the beginning of this part, we're in the home stretch. These final few parts might be long because the final things I have remaining in this game are among the more tedious and time-consuming things existing in this game, namely an entire part dedicated to doing more side quests, but there are only a couple more side quests and side adventures after this, so I'm looking forward to it. Of late, have ye heard? It told a strong, Lottie walk us around the castle in dark of night. She owned Princess Zelda's Seemasal's twins too, but this not a light in here and more so dead thing than not. When she asked about the walks Princess Zelda of that been nothing remembering. What monster or spirit of darkness be this vision? So afraid I am of mean imaginess that he cannot sleepin'. This one is an ancient ghost story. So I imagine, I'm just gonna I'm not even gonna read his text, but I imagine this is referring to that one cutscene that I saw when I was collecting all the dragon's tears, where eventually there was a fake Zelda that was being controlled by Ganondorf, who was using that to try and garner information about Hyrule, and is probably referring to that, how there were 2 Zeldas and one kind of seemed like a ghost. I guess you're supposed to be doing all of this at the same time as collecting the dragon's tears, or you're kind of like, I imagine you're not really supposed to go in here and just kind of binge all of the Hyrulean text, right? You're supposed to be doing this type of side adventure progressively over the course of the game. But for the organization of this walkthrough, it just benefited me more to try and do everything all at once in this case anyway. Alright, 3 more tablets. But yes, we saw the plot. We know the lore of the game, that Zelda went to the past, was dealing with Ganondorf, who turned out to be evil, and then they are trying to set up this plan many years in the future where Zelda, turned into a dragon and stuck the Master Sword in her head. Anyway, okay, big plot spoilers, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, Sith higher founding has Hyrule switch hardship be ye send, but that is only small moments of time. Lanayru, the king's elder sister, say us of this kingdom that hit me not over in the be not even forth for future. Princess Zelda tells Higher that this future be what already, that a champion bits from the sky coming. Between the two, they make it to find it a way champion in that distant time to help in. Her mean truth, the get say uprising the temple of time, into the sky warden hit on its evil. Al died in, and so in for distante, our kingdom might be saved. In mean 30 would be helping not the Indoli Miniru cast on joy us, in a surprising then the sky sustains. Then what is it says now, but they ties more right out of the royal family high in the sky for that future time. This is unbelievable! The details are unclear, but essentially the Chamberlain trusted in Miniru and Zelda's predictions and wanted to help. Yeah, she put forth a suggestion to Miniru to build a mechanism that can make her stone tablets float in the sky. Right, and then it was also talking about how there was going to be a champion, which is me, Link, that would appear in the future that would be able to help save this crisis for whenever all these upheaval events would occur. All right, and it doesn't end there. If I'm reading this right, it suggests that their Zelda worked with Lanayru to raise the Temple of Time into the sky. The idea of the Temple of Time, a grand edifice built in that ancient era, being lifted into the skies to await a hero. Trust me, that's what it says. And it also makes sense that when you're doing these translations, that certain proper nouns, certain names of things, like the Temple of Time, would be a direct translation. It reminds me of when I'm reading Japanese, and a lot of Japanese will be written in hiragana or kanji, but then proper nouns, the names of things, or the names of just English items that don't have a direct translation, will be written in katakana. And that much will remain consistent. So however that's written is just how it's pronounced forever. For example, popcorn. Popcorn is written in katakana. So whenever you read it, you can be like, oh, popcorn wo tabemasu. Like, I will eat popcorn, but it'll still just be popcorn, for example. All right, we're almost done with this. The point is, the translations line up to how other things would be translated, and it is cool that you can see kind of this garbled, non-English text here. Like, I imagine if you wanted to, you probably could learn Hyrulean. There probably is some sort of pitch Bible for all of Zelda, including Tears of the Kingdom, that has a Hyrulean translation in there. I think that is a certainty, like that does exist, but now you can learn how to like translate the words from this. Even among all the breathtaking displays of power we knew from the era to raise the land and its buildings into the sky, that was a feat impressive even to those accustomed to wonders. You can tell as much from this account. I guess it's interesting, that's true, that this was set so long ago, and yet even during that time they had the technology to raise all these, I don't know, plaques into the sky, all these platforms into the sky. Please excuse me, there is no way for a researcher to behave. I need to view these accounts. Look, I'm just happy you're excited to share your information. Like, I get that. I understand being passionate about something and just kind of like laying it all on someone and the other person just kind of goes, So I get it. I'm glad that I could be of assistance. All right, we have one tablet remaining. Well, hopefully I got them all, right? Because it's going to be really frustrating if I'm missing one. But that should be it. Boom, baby, at the Akkala Sky Archipelago. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm glad that these pictures are serviceable. Rauru, Hyrule's king, Sonia, her queen, his elder sister, Lanayru, and Ik, Princess Zelda. All whom he served and loved, all whom Thurgion on Long Curve was upon the stand. This stand on all 13. You're giving me red text, and it's text I can't even understand. Mani, the mark made be this much beloved peopless, some hath seen, some unseen. When he make remembrance of her marks, belly from of hope through full small within me. It be also this mark of some grant design describing. Any con not with Princess Zelda her love for her Londe. What more than ask he can he do for Hyrule's peoples? Let me leaflet me for he is forth and entre for worthy for this question. It seems this is the last of the records. The royals, whom the Chamberlain served so faithfully, were gone one by one. It's heartening to read. It's heart-trending to read. Her pain comes across so clearly in her words. What's less clear from these entries is the cause of all these partings. Well, each new mystery is an opportunity to do more research. If I keep digging, someday I'll unravel it. Like the noble Chamberlain, I must do my part. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your reward. Well, thank you for giving me so many rupees. I really appreciate it. This will be useful in the future for when I upgrade armor, or possibly when I have to buy more other items for other side quests. Who knows how many apples I may have to buy in the future. Oh, wait a moment. Wasn't this the final stone tablet? We collected all 13 of them? I can't believe it! Finally, I've translated the whole history. I'm going to need a moment. Now that I've read all of it. Well, to step outside my role as a researcher, I'm deeply impressed with the author. I would very much have liked to meet her, if only the vast gulf of time didn't separate us. But of course, collecting the 13 records of these stone tablets would have been impossible without your cooperation, Link. In recognition of your work as a member, well, honorary member, of the survey team, I want you to have this cloth. That's a nice cloth and all, and I like it. But I'm gonna stick with my Mifa cloth for a little bit, if that's okay. I'll tell you, Link, I've never felt prouder to be a researcher than today. To see all this valuable data compiled on the research lab wall makes me most overcome with emotion. Where should I display this one? Maybe on the wall over here? Goodness, but this place could use a tidying up. Yeah, is this all gonna just be like displayed here? Because that's pretty cool if that's the case, that I impacted the world. Oh, so I did. Yeah, it's all hung up. To me, that's a cooler reward than this fabric. Now, the fabric is cosmetic, as something that I could use for the future of this game if I wanted to, but I did get a unique fabric from having the Mifa amiibo, and they don't even make the Mifa amiibo anymore, so I would rather have that But thank you. Link, thank you very much for working on with me on this. Still, I'm glad that side adventure is complete. I'm glad that the overworld had a bit of a cosmetic change with all of these being hung up. That's awesome. Whew. All right, back to the matter at hand. We are gonna go back to the map. We're gonna go back to Lookout Landing. We're gonna see what side quests remain, if any remain. There's gotta be like 1 or 2 left. Hopefully they don't take as long to complete as that side adventure here in Kakariko Village just did, but I wouldn't put it past the developers to stick another one like that in Lookout Landing, because that's kind of what I predicted at the beginning of this video now, wasn't it? I predicted the idea that there would be 1 or 2 side quests that'd be very, 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 very quick, and 1 or 2 side quests that would be much more time consuming. And if this has to be a 3-hour video, like when I did the side quests in Gerudo Town, then so be it. But I mean, you folks will know because you'll be able to see the length of the video, but I do not currently know. All I know is that currently we're at the 1 hour 47 mark or so. All right, I did your side quests a long time ago, right? That required me to go to the depths and help out Robbie, and that's how I got Ultra Hand. Not Ultra Hand, that's how I got Auto Build. Very cool. Let's see. I'm gonna wander around in a circle for a second, and if I don't see any red exclamation points, I'm gonna consider my job here to be done. You know what, before I go any further, I mean, I do have spending cash. What do you say I get some rice? I'll buy them all. I'm buying all the rice, thank you. And you know what? I know I have a bunch of arrows, but I'll buy all the arrows, thank you. Save myself some time later. And I'll buy all the cheese, thank you. I don't even have to cut it. All right, anyway, let's go then. I don't need to buy all the fish though. I can always get more fish, but I can't always, well, I guess I can always get more of anything, but whatever. Let's see, haha, so there is another side quest here. Hello, Lester. Oh, Spot, where'd you get off to? And who might this Spot be? Well, look who it is. I sure can't thank you enough for helping our mini stable come together. Heard me talking to myself, did you? Spots is the name of my beloved horse, you see. Truth be told, he's missing, ran away just before the stable was built. Well, he's always been a meek horse, so I can't imagine he's run off too far. He's beautiful. Just one look at his silky, gentle beige coat, and you'd know it was him. Of course, you'd recognize his unique gray dappling, too. That's the reason I call him Spots in the first place. A horse like him, I bet he's someplace with a nice view taking in the sights. Just wish I didn't have so much trouble climbing to high places these days. So he's in a high place. I don't suppose that if I were to mark off this side quest on the map, no, it's just gonna tell me where you are. All right, so Spot is supposedly timid though, so maybe still be close by. All right, so let's see. First things first. Let me change my armor back because I never quite did that. So here we go, boom, 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 boom. All right, and then your Spot someplace high up. You said he wouldn't be too far. Let me see. I suppose it could be like over here, right? That's kind of my first instinct. And if he's not over here, all right, I'll look around the surrounding areas. I'll do a lap, right? I guess I also could benefit from using my own horse real quickly just to sooner find this other horse, but I guess ultimately what I'm gonna have to do, because I'm looking for a horse, is I'm gonna find this beige horse with a gray coating, is what he said, right? And then I gotta ride it back over here. So let's see, this is a higher up point. Oh, and while I have the opportunity, let me see. Let's get some yellow choo-choo jelly. There you go. I'll take that. No, don't hit him yet. Don't hit it yet. And I want some white choo-choo jelly. Don't hit him yet. Thank you. The white choo-choo jelly, huzzah. All right, anyway. Just something extra helps me out in the future. All right, hello, Bloopy. I've already been in this cave, have I not? I have. But I can always shoot you for more rupees. Oh, I guess I need to do that. Woo, look at all the rupees from the Bloopy, though. Thank you. Basically making up for the rupees that I just spent. Not even close, but more rupees is more rupees. Okay, anyway, I don't suppose there's a horse up here. Hello, horsey. I'm looking for you. He said it was a shy, timid horse. I mean, pretty much all the horses in this game would be. But no, I am not currently seeing a horse up here. I suppose I could use this opportunity as a vantage point to see if I could find a horse somewhere else, unless I can get this lizard first. Nope, couldn't get it. All right. Well, does anyone else see a horse? Because if you do, you've got better vision than I do. And I don't suppose that I would see it from here, even if it was, like, still close by now, would I? Well, I suppose wherever it is, it needs to be in a place that a horse could access, and he said it wouldn't stray too far from the stable, and that makes sense, so I'm feeling like it would be around here. Because that way I could reasonably get the horse back to the stable, and if this is a Lookout Landing side quest that was accessible from the beginning, then it stands to reason that this side quest is probably a beginner-friendly side quest. It's not gonna have me do anything too tedious. I mean, there are horses here, but he said it was a beige horse. And I mean, I know I don't have the greatest vision, but those are not beige horses. Those would be brown horses that are now obstructed by this hill. Let me get up a little higher. But he said that the horse would probably love to visit a high site, right? Unless that's it. Beige? I mean, these are certainly horses. Is the idea that this is teaching me like where a horse would be, where it would go? Because I mean, he said the horse's name was Spot. I don't suppose I could stick the marker to it, and if it starts running around, it moves the marker on my map. All right, but this is a beige-ish horse with spots on it, hence the nickname Spot. I love it already. All right, you folks gotta be quiet. Let the horse taming master catch his horse. It's okay. While I haven't caught many horses in this walkthrough, it's not my first rodeo catching a horse in the whole Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom universe and timeline. Let's go. All right, take it easy, take it easy. I'm matching that L button. There you go. Very good. I suppose Spots is a fitting nickname. Yes, it is. And I also imagine that this side quest, because it's in Lookout Landing, which is the beginning point of the game, is probably meant to be something of a tutorial to teach you how to get a horse. I could totally see him saying right afterward, like, you know, if you want Spot, that's your reward, is that you can have Spot. All right, there you go. Is this Spot? Spot, it's really you! Okay, cool, so this was the correct horse. Oh, Spot. You had me worried sick. What if you were attacked by the monsters out there? Well, it looks like I'm in your debt yet again. Thank you so much for bringing my Spot back to me. It's not much, but here's a little reward for reuniting me with my best friend. Purple Rupee! I got paid less rupees to wrangle this horse that I did just to listen to that guy ramble on about Hyrulean text. I guess he was paying me to actually fly to those spots and take the pictures, and that would have been a lot more tedious had I not already explored all the map, but still. I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing it out. I'll gladly take the rupees. I'm sorry, I know you went through all that trouble to bring him back to me, but he deserves a freer life than I can give him. It's time for me to let him go. Oh, none of us get the horse. Maybe I should give him to a fine young horseman like yourself. Never mind, he's giving him to me. Called it. Ooh. I'll take the carrot, though. That there is a swift carrot. It's a signature crop of Kakariko Village in Nekluda, down to the southeast of here. Hylia and her horse, if you bite one of those, you'll find you're a little more pep in your step. Spot and I used to split swift carrots all the time back in the day. It would make me happy if you split that with your favorite horse, too. Well, thank you. Okay, so can I talk to you and, like, leave him here? Between constructing, okay, I do have a great reward to give you, but I promise to take care of your horses as best I can. Now then, let's get to business. Seeing as you're already a stable member, I can give you 1 point to thank you for your first visit. Oh yeah, cool! Free pony point! Oh, planning to make Spot your own after all? Sure, I'll take Spot. Many thanks. There we go. So you'd like to register this horse? Sure, I don't know how often I'll use Spot, but considering I just got it from the side quest, I mean, it's kind of cool to have. It's a nice looking horse. There we go. All right, so you paid me 50 rupees to wrangle up Spot, and then you want 20 rupees to register the horse. So I have a bonus of 30 rupees, but I did get 2 pony points out of it. Spot's name I chose way back when, but this is your horse now. I'll still name it Spot, out of respect to you. I wanted to have a naming convention under the theme of naming stuff after, like, treats. That's why I have candy in this game, and then I had, well... just pastries like Pop-Tarts and whatever back in Breath of the Wild. But otherwise, in this game, I've primarily only been using the same one horse. So since this is not really my horse, it's your horse, I'll keep the naming convention. Yeah, and Sour Patch is coming back into here. I thought I would get more horses. Not really, but we can go over the horses that I do have real quickly. Everyone's in a commotion here at Lookout Landing. Lots of talk about the Demon King reviving and the like. The horses must have picked up on the fuss because they're all in a tizzy. Well, yeah, that'll happen when you got all these earthquakes going on. And there we go. Now that I registered the horse, they're all here. He's got all the... Okay, sorry. Those horses were here, but all of my horses will now be here. And now Spot here has the saddle on. So I can actually look over the horses here if I wanted to. Welcome to our mini stable. So if I take out a horse, yeah, I should be able to see them all. So we got Scotch Vanilla Cupcake Graham, Pop-Tart, and then Epona you get from scanning in a Zelda amiibo, Sour Patch, Starburst, and Spot. Yeah, so I did get Starburst, but otherwise I've been primarily using Sour Patch. That's the one I've had since the beginning. And I've got Spot for one more if I wanted one more, but I've barely even been using all the other horses. I've really just been using Sour Patch. probably I'll start using Epona unless I need to pull something that I can use. Well, I can't use Starburst, but I'll use Sour Patch. Yeah, just as well, I got Starburst as part of another side quest. Thought I should put it in a stable, and now I've got Spot. Very good. Okay. Thank you, thank you. With that, are there any other side quests at Lookout Landing that I still need to clear? Right, you got an exclamation point? No. You got exclamation points? No. I'll talk to you anyway. Link! It is you! So you have returned to Lookout Landing, eh? It seems incredible danger of some sort has found us all. I do not know much, but I know this. We need only to protect this place and trust in you and King Sidon. Got it, yeah. So these are all the characters that showed up once I cleared a fair share of the other main quests. How about you? Only 100 more? Okay, I'll leave you to your training. Oh, just a Knight's Broadsword here. Do you mind if I take these? Oh, you're interested in a sword? There we have a Soldier's Broadsword, a Knight's Broadsword, and a Royal Broadsword. They're a bit worn, but they've got some life left in them. Feel free to take them. Each sword handles differently. Oh, okay, yeah. Again, this is all tutorial stuff. But I will take the Royal... Okay, fine. Fine, well, the Royal Broadsword was used by the Knights of the Guard members of the royal family. Its counterattack power when dodging an enemy attack is potent, but my own sword play isn't there yet, so I can't make the most of the sword at this point. I've got another one, so it's yours if you want. Just give me a moment. Cool. I am glad that I could take this off of your hands. Thank you. Okay. Hop. Cool. And that should do it. Royal Broadsword. Cool. I'll gladly take it. Thank you, because I know I have some extra inventory space. All right. Very good. No, you can hang on to the rest of these. I mean, I might come back for them in the future, but otherwise, I know I've been here in the past and I was able to clear out a couple of other side quests. Like, wasn't there are like 1 or 2 characters standing here talking about other events going on in the game, and I spoke to them and I cleared out the side quest merely by speaking to them because I'd already explored the map. So now that I registered that horse there, I think that might actually be it for the side quest in Lookout Landing. And if it turns out that I missed one, then okay. I'll do it in a future part. There are still other side quests in the world of Hyrule that I still have to do, and I'll have like 1 or 2 designated side quest cleanup parts in the future. As I've been saying a couple of times over the course of this part, I'm in the home stretch that will include doing all of the side quests. I just figured it made the most sense to do all of the side quests in Lookout Landing now. Might have made more sense to do them at the beginning of the walkthrough, but I did them now, so those side quests are clear. Look at how it's all coming along, all right? Look at all the side quests that I have done over the course of this game. I know that there's still some left. I don't know how many more, but I'm powering through them. We are almost done. I will get this game done, all right? But for now, oh, I guess I've still got other side adventures to do. Okay, we'll focus on those. For now, that wraps up this part of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos, and let's get back on that grind. Let's complete Tears of the Kingdom to 100% completion. All right, 1 side quest at a time. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh! And so, we've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please click on the like button or leave a comment. Either of those actions would really help me out. If you wish to see more of my gameplay content, please click the subscribe button so that you can be notified each time I post a new video. And if you click on the bell icon, you can customize how often you receive notifications. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and I hope to see you around in the future. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh!